Please welcome ZAFAR, cracking the code of Sydney rock oyster reproduction without ever having to open the shell.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to present one of my PhD research aims, which is called chemical clues to identify the oyster sex and reproductive status. So, have you ever looked at an oyster and wondered, is it a male or female? Is it a mature or immature? I think it's very hard to tell just by looking them, because the oyster doesn't have any external sexual dimorphism. So this is one of the key challenges for the oyster farmers and the hatchery technicians to detect the male and females when they do the hatchery conditioning for the selective breeding. So what is the current method? So traditionally, the only way to find out is to open the oysters to check their tissues under the microscopes, or sometimes the gonad biopsy, which causes stress and infection to the oysters, and ultimately the oyster doesn't survive, and this is a waste of the valuable brood stocks. So my PhD projects here raise the questions: can we develop a non-invasive techniques to identify the sex and the maturation stages for the oysters? And here is how we explored. We placed the oyster in a filtered seawater, and we collected the water after 45 minutes, which is called oyster conditioned water. And we filtered the water immediately, and using the advanced mass spectrometry techniques, we analyzed this water, and we found thousands of different proteins between the male and females. And the interesting or exciting part of this, there are many proteins that are different between the male and females and different between their life stages. So this means that just by testing the water, we can easily detect the male and females. So why does this matter? Why we need this research? Just think, if we can reliably detect these proteins as a biomarkers, so these proteins or these biomarkers would help to the hatchery technicians or the farmers when they do the conditioning or they are going for the selective breeding. This is very simplest and easiest techniques. We can just help them to identify the male and females. And not only the oysters, if there is any other marine animals which have no external sexual dimorphism, so we can also apply these techniques to find out the sex for these animals. And finally, I would like to thank my University of Sunshine Coast, Department of Primary Industries, and also the Marine Bioproducts for supporting these projects. Thank you.